I knew it was too good to be true, because Noah Lyles versus Kishane Thompson is a matchup that the Diamond League promised us multiple times before we got to the World Championships. And we did actually get it in Silesia, Poland. Like, hey, I've already shared my thoughts on that, don't need to go back on it now. But we were also supposed to get that race in Lausanne. That was going to go down this Wednesday. But, well, I mean, hey, let's just rip the Band-Aid off. Kishane Thompson will no longer be competing in Lausanne. Now, there are reports, there is speculation, maybe a minor injury, things like that. Like, hey, all of that is what it is. But this is track and field. And in the pro track world, when they tell us that an athlete is going to compete in a specific event, like they say, on this date, at this time, this meet is going to go down. It all sounds good until we see them on the starting line. Now, I'm not here to beat up on Kishane Thompson for pulling out. Like, I get it. The World Championships is the goal. I totally understand. But you have to see it from this perspective. When it comes to professional sport, like track and field as pro sport, because right now what we're doing is an amateur sport with professional athletes in it. When we hear that you're going to show up, and there's a lot of excitement, like, hey, if you bought a ticket to watch the Diamond League in Lausanne, like to watch it live, I'm pretty sure you wanted to see the matchup. Everybody wanted to see the matchup when it went down in Poland. We had waited like a year to get to that race. And after the way it ended, where Kishane Thompson gets off, holds Noah Lyles off, who comes charging towards the end, Noah Lyles runs by a whole bunch of other fast men. Like men who've run, as he said, 9.79, 9.8 low, 9.8 mid, 9.8 high. He runs past all of them in order to get second. And he does it only by 300th of a second behind. Remember, this is second Open 100, like on a, I guess on a Diamond League, Diamond League stage, his third Open 100 of the season, because he ran a prelim at the USA's. Like, it was exciting, and we wanted to see this matchup more. We wanted to see it continue. Noah Lyles and Kishane Thompson are a rivalry. Like, whether you like it or not, that's what it is. It's USA versus Jamaica. That has been a rivalry for a very long time. And since the 100-meter dash is easily one of the most high-profile events when we're talking about marketing the sport of track and field, so much so that most people who think that they like track but are really in the casual pile don't really know much about the other sprinting events. Like, hey, my ear has been to the ground, especially over the last few weeks with all the controversy, the track spice thing, Noah and Kenny B, all of that. People don't know about the 200. They don't know what a good time is in the 200. They don't know, like, they don't have an access point for the event. The 400, like, people get it, it's a quarter mile. But again, if we're talking about from an American context, they don't really know too much about that event. They might know Quincy Wilson is a prodigy, but that's about it. So then when you get to the 100, like, again, Noah versus Kishane, the entire world got to watch that go down at the games. Because the World Championships are coming. But let's be clear, the World Championships are a big deal to the track and field community. The sports community doesn't care. Because the World Championships really looks a whole lot like the Olympics. Like, you're just being real about it. Everything about how the event is structured, the amount of days that it runs, it's made to look or to feel very similar to the Olympic Games. It's just that it's happening on a smaller scale because there's less attention on it. I'm not here, again, to attack Kishane. Like, hey, I'm a Kishane Thompson fan, whether you believe me or not. I want to see the best athletes run, and I want to see them run up to their capability. And I do believe he has the talent in this era, especially this season, to run perhaps a time that nobody else can run. And if he can do it in a championship race, the result is going to be that he will win. So, hey, let's just get that out of the way. But Noah Lyles and Kishane Thompson together, that is box office. That is must-see TV. But if you're new here, I want to say thank you for even making it this far into the video. And I'm Coach Rob, and if you really want to know what's going on with the fastest athletes in the world, then you are in the right place. And if anything that I say actually connects with you, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe. But if I don't, just let me know in the comment section, because I try to read them all. The race that we're going to get now, like just being 100% real about it, there's some different names who are going to be on the starting line, and I'm doing this entirely off of memory, but at the top of it, Noah Lyles is still going to be there. He needs to run more races. He hasn't run much all this year, at least not up until recently, but Oblique Seville is going to be there as well. We saw Noah and we saw Oblique run in London, and some people really focused on, Oblique Seville winning that race by a lot, which he did. Shout out to him. Oblique Seville beat Noah Lyles last year at the Races Grand Prix. So them facing off and Oblique getting the victory, not that big a deal. And Oblique did the same thing again in the Olympic semifinal. So the idea of Oblique Seville beating Noah Lyles is not that wild. The only question for Oblique Seville, I'm going to say it now, alluded to it before, some people have even said it in the comments, and I get it, there's a lot of dispute, because Oblique Seville's talent is scary. That's the language that I use for it. It's the adjective that I choose. We just want to know what he's going to do in the final. That's it. Everything else is whatever. Oblique Seville might win on Wednesday, but I think him winning in Lausanne, whether he does or he doesn't, but specifically if he does, is of less consequence because he already knows he can win in Lausanne. You see where I'm going with this? Like, he's done this already. He's beaten Noah Lyles in the Diamond League, and he's beaten him in Jamaica. He's even beaten him in preliminaries and semifinal heats. The only thing he actually has to do is beat him in the final. Like, in the context of the sport. Because we don't know if that's going to happen. Like, if he wins again, I mean, okay, maybe that moves him up on the list for some people, but for Noah Lyles, he's made it clear that he doesn't need to win all of his races or even most of his races in order to win a world or Olympic final. I said it after Poland. I'm going to say it again. 2023, when Noah Lyles opened his 100-meter season, he lost to a high school kid. I'm not making any of this up. That's what actually happened. And then he ended that year as the world champion. It is what it is. He even went back on the Diamond League and lost in the Diamond League final to Christian Coleman. But in the World Championship final, he was infirmed. Like, him winning that race is what most people are going to, most people will remember. And then at the Olympic Games, you saw what happened. He did not open that season all the way in the front of the race in the hundreds that he was running. He just didn't. But by the time it was done, again, he already lost to Oblique earlier that year. But we saw what happened in the final. So Noah is on a different plan where it feels like he's just stepping towards the final. And the question is, can you beat the final form of Noah? That's the actual question that I'm waiting for. Who can do it? Oblique Seville had the talent to do it. I don't know if it will happen, but I know it could happen in theory. That's in theory, but we have, history to go off of that it hasn't happened yet. Kishane Thompson is another one where, yes, he's new to being at the top of the world, or that top level, but he still has to go out and do it. Beating Noah on the circuit and beating him there isn't the same. But these circuit races, and this is the real reason why Kishane Thompson can pull out, and we can say that it makes sense. There's no real stakes to these races. The mystique of Kishane Thompson will not move in any direction if he wins in Lausanne or even wins the Diamond League final in Zurich. Neither of those things are going to have any real impact on his career going forward. The only thing that will is, can he get a World Championship gold medal? If he gets silver at the Worlds this year, specifically behind Noah Lyles, the needle's not going to move at all. As a matter of fact, the needle might move backwards because all of the excitement around Kishane Thompson is about him taking a step forwards. So until we can get to a place where what happened on the pro circuit and what happened in the international space have weight in some type of equal fashion, specifically to the track community, that's important. Like, the people who actually like track need to, at some point, these pro races have to have stakes, and maybe those seasons need to be divested or separated more so that winning in one and then winning in the other can kind of be two separate experiences. I mean, how we get there, that's another discussion that we don't have time to get into. But for now, this is the world we're going to live in, where they tell you that athletes are going to run, and we get excited, and we, preview races and, start to look ahead, and, all of this, hype around the moment. But when the moment comes, we don't know who's about to be on this line. We don't know whether they're going to be there as they were promised, because sometimes people are on the lineup all the way up till the moment when the line goes off, and then you're just looking out there and you're looking at the lane and nobody's there. I've seen this a few times. Granted, sometimes things happen at a moment's notice in a warm-up, but this is the nature of the sport. And until we have a structure that can account for that, one where the races still have stakes and the show must go on, because there's really no incentive to come be a part of the show unless it's a world final. There's one race on the calendar, one meet on the calendar that you actually got to show up for. And all you got to do is make sure that they let you show up when that gun's going to go off. Everything else, all bets are off. You can bypass all those races. And we're going to see, if this strategy and kind of these next few weeks, I highly doubt we're going to see Kishane Thompson versus Noah Lyles again until we get to the World Championships. maybe in a semifinal, but if it's done right, we probably won't see it till the final itself. So we're not just going to have to wait even longer, which, hey, we don't have a choice in the matter. I'm going to wait. I'm going to patiently see how this is going to go. But we were excited. And there was something that I guess we weren't promised, but they definitely told us. And I was crazy enough to believe them. In the sport of track and field, confidence is everything. Because when you win, that is just the moment when everybody else finds out what you already knew to be true. That fast is a lifestyle. Get your Fast is a Lifestyle track and field gear at scarecruiting.com/shop or use the link in the description below. It's a huge support to me and this channel, so I can continue to make you more content like this. And remember, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe.